Eyeballs and head jokes.
Yeah, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to episode English motherfucker. Welcome back to Eye Pokes and Head Chokes episode 225, I think. We're all the way up in the northern Bronx now. We've been making our way from the southern tip of New York City all the way at the top, and then from there I don't know where we go. We probably just go into upstate and then to Canada afterwards, and then we could just chill in Canada, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
It gets cold there. Yeah. It'll be harder for zombies in the future, I guess, if that's ever a thing. So either way, we're here.
All right.
And what I mean, a really quick episode this time around. We only have deuce things to talk about. Dux. Dos. Ni. I don't know how to say it in German. I would say it in German. I don't know how to say it in German or in Russian. But yeah, we have...
But it was like... oh, yeah, no.
You thought it was...
All I know how to say is no.
No.
I was going to say 9. All I know how to say is no. Exactly. That's it.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about Double or Nothing that just happened this past yesterday, actually, right? It happened yesterday, this past Sunday, since it's a Monday. Yeah. And, the results and our thoughts, and also the upcoming Dominion card, which only has a couple things on it right now. And any other shenanigans you have in between. Because you usually do have less shenanigans. And I'm being honest with you right now, 100%. As soon as the championship fight ended, I forgot that the stadium brawl thing didn't happen, and I turned it off. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh my God.
I turned it off, and I was like, it's done. No, you know why? Because I saw the full gear thing come out. I was like, oh, they're announcing the next one. That's it. It's done. Yeah. And I just exited out, and I was like, Stadium Stampede.
You're the worst. If you were in the building,
no, I would have left. I would have left. I would have left right then and there. You would have had to been like, wait.
No, because we actually reminded each other, like,
about the Stadium Stampede.
Yeah, like, oh shit, that's it. Oh no, there's one left.
No, I would have tried to convince you guys the hardest just to leave at that point. I've been like, what's the point? You know, Inner Circle is gonna stay together. Like, either way, let's just go through the fucking card because I'm just giving everything up. So in the pre-match and the pre-show, the buy-in, we had Serena Deeb defending her NWA Championship title against Rio, and she won by submission. Pretty good match. After that, we had to kick off the actual pay-per-view. We had Adam Page defeating Brian Cage in a really, really good, really competitive match. I enjoyed it a lot. And like you've always been saying, it looks like Adam Page is starting to get that little going up. I don't know what that was.
It's such a slow build.
It's slow, it was a horrible. When
it was a horrible ride on the roller coaster. That's what that was.
I should have been like,
that's a wooden roller coaster. That is a wooden roller coaster.
You ever been in an American Scream Machine? I think they
where the fuck
they got rid of it. It wasn't what's that place called that's by here in Jersey? Six Flags. Six Flags.
Okay.
So it was in Six Flags.
I've only gone once.
But it was wooden, and like, just quick anecdote, like when it would come down like on you, and it was a crazy fucking ride. Like when you would go on it, your fucking head would rattle against the fucking wooden post, and you'd come out like, yo, I came out with a neck fucking problem. Like, this was years ago when I was in high school. I was like, what the fuck? Either way. After that, we had the Young Bucks, Matt
Pussy.
and Nick Jackson. Fuck you. You go on that shit, bitch.
No. We
had the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson defeating Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. We would call them the Hard Boys instead of the Hardy Boys. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not a real tag team. It didn't matter.
I'm happy that they lost, but
championship. It was a good match, though.
It was.
We had John Moxley bleeding. I didn't see much of Eddie Kingston. I wasn't paying much attention to the Eddie Kingston part.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
I don't think
wasn't
he
much.
had.
I don't know what it was.
I think a lot of it was just focused on Jon Moxley and the Young Bucks, to be honest with you, because I was watching it and like, I feel like every time I looked away real quick or looked at my phone while I was trying to get YouTube TV instead of Sling TV, because that shit is trash. Not Sling TV, Hulu TV. Every time I looked up and while I was doing stuff, it was always Jon Moxley getting his ass whooped.
Excuse me.
By the two of them, and I was just like, "Where's Eddie Kingston? He's always outside of the ring, dead."
Yeah.
I was like,
he wasn't doing much. It was annoying. It was annoying, but it was like, hey, what do you expect?
Yeah, it is what it is. After that, we had the Casino Battle Royale for a future AEW World Championship match, won by Jungle Boy of all people.
He's been winning these type of things for a while now. I need somebody else to win. I know he's next up, but all that means is he's going to have another great match with somebody else other than Cody.
And then he's going to lose.
Yeah. Honestly, like...
But you know what? This is how you build the young people, though. Like, this is how you build them.
It is, but...
Give him that Go ahead.
But he won already. Like, he had this same moment with Cody when Cody had the title. He had this moment already. Give it to somebody else in the company.
But this is the AEW World Championship match. It's a different story. Like, now you have the big match, like, experience. And then in the future, I mean, obviously he's going to lose it. But in the future, like, he has that experience. If he ever gets back up to that point again, number one contender, then he could say, okay, I had this experience. I lost. I'm coming back to win. I've been there before. Yeah, exactly. I know what I did wrong. I know what, kind of like that Francis Ngannou shit where he just said he was like, yo, I know where I went wrong. Like, my first time, it was a learning experience. I came back and completely changed everything up. So that was that's the way I see it. Plus, it's great to give a younger person that exposure. What is he, like 22, 23?
He's maybe 24. Yeah. No more than 25. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a pretty big deal. After that, we had Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson defeating Anthony Ogogo.
Wait. We got to at least talk about Leo Rush showing up.
Leo Rush showed up.
Yeah, and that was it. And he didn't do much.
He didn't do much. That's why I didn't really say anything. No.
That's something to talk about because I've been waiting for him to come.
I've been waiting,
and he's done nothing.
He did absolutely nothing on this one, and I was just
nobody got eliminated.
Nothing. And I was just like, bro, we know your quality, so that's why I didn't even bring it up. Like, when I saw Leo Rush, I was like, oh shit, and then I was just like,
he got a pop, and he
deserves a pop because everybody knows what he's capable of, and when you see him, it's like, all right, cool. We got Leo Rush in this bitch. What is he about to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a letdown.
It was very, very.
I was upset.
So a letdown.
It was a nice surprise, but
it was absolutely.
Because even if you think about it, what's happened every time we had like that special or unknown person, like Brian Cage was that guy last year at Double or Nothing. It was the ladder match, right?
Mm-hmm.
But still, he was in the match. It was an actual match.
At least he was able to impact some stuff. Leo Rush didn't really impact anything coming into that battle.
Unintended. Coming from Impact. So yeah.
But hey,
hopefully we get to see more from him.
Exactly. If he comes through and he starts challenging for the TNT title and shit like that, or puts his name in that hat, like, it's not a wasted thing overall, but I would have loved to see more. Yeah. Absolutely.
It should have been something exotic in the ring. Like, come on, like.
Exactly.
But the last person that did that was honestly Matt Sydal, and he slipped and did nothing also. So.
Yeah, that wasn't his fault. It was hot. It's Florida, bro.
Yeah, but that was that all in. Same match, but all in, all out, whatever.
I felt bad. He almost died.
I did too.
I was just happy he didn't. So yeah, after that we had Cody Rhodes defeating Anthony Ogogo in a pretty damn good match. 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I feel like
such a good basic match.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cody Rhodes, like, I text you while you guys were over there. I'm like, this motherfucker makes anybody look good. Like, he does. And Anthony Ogogo did really well despite that. Like, even without Cody's help, like, he held his own. And like you said, it was a very basic match at the end of the day. But there were times where you thought, oh shit, he might actually get the pinfall. He didn't. But you know, Cody's Cody, and they have to go with the story. They have to go with the story like, hey, you know, my baby's coming and all that shit, so I need to win.
I'm going away for a while.
So
give
me
you a good
win.
match.
Exactly. But yeah, pretty decent match, pretty good match. After that, we had the slobber knocker we thought it was gonna be. It was a very quick one, which kind of annoyed me, but at the same time, it got to where it had to get to.
Slobber.
No, it wasn't.
The slobber knocker I thought it was gonna be.
I wanted it to be. Because this should have been something akin to New Japan. Honestly, it should have been something like Ishii and you know, Suzuki, but it wasn't. So, but yeah, Miro actually defeated Lance Archer by technical submission. He just like put him to sleep. He said, "You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep." Like back in,
and he put him to sleep.
He put him to sleep. Yeah, put him to sleep. In a 10-minute match. I think that match could have been way longer. And you know, now Miro's a TNT champion, so or the TBS champion, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Cody said they're not gonna change the name. It's gonna be TNT. It's gonna be TNT. I get it. That means that they don't have to redesign it come August next year. I get it, but fuck it, redesign and change the name.
Yeah. I mean, all you have to do is change the letters.
Or if you want to make a special
the TV championship.
Yeah.
TV title.
I guess if they want to, it's bad sometimes.
I mean, I guess, but come on.
Come on.
Anyways, after that we had Dr. Britt Baker DMD with Rebel defeating Hikaru Shida by submission for the
Rebel,
AEW
not Reba.
Woman. I said Rebel.
I know.
Okay.
I said Rebel, not Reba, because they always do that.
Oh, okay. Singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship match. Great match. Both are. This is the thing. Hikaru Shida is really good too, and she demonstrates that when she gets a good, you know, she's good. She's really good in the ring.
When she gets a good opponent,
when she gets a good opponent, she shines. That Britt Baker, we know what she's capable of. People be talking shit. WWE be throwing shots. It is what it is. But hey, she's still the AEW Women's World Champion.
Did you see the shot that WWE threw?
Yeah, I saw. That's what I just said with fucking Nia Jax. Yeah, talking shit.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, you know, Britt Baker can hang with any of them. Absolutely. She's gotten so much better in such a short span of time. She's the female version of fucking this guy. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. This guy.
Not Adam Cole.
No, dude. Kenny? The other guy. No. The one that also... Oh my God, what I forget his name. Switchblade. Jay White. She's the female version of that. Like, in terms of, like, progression and how good she's gotten over the past year and a half, 2 years.
In a very short time,
and it's fucking crazy. It's crazy how good she's gotten. And I'm glad to see that, like, you know, they're giving people chances, and that it is what it is. That's what it's about. So, yeah. Also, in the background, I'm actually watching the Stadium Stampede. This is not very impressive. It's kind of more of the same from last year.
It was a very short match. It was shorter than last year.
We're not done.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
After that, we had Sting and Kid Sting defeat Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky in a tag team match. Sting looked really good.
You're so stupid when you text
I'm
that.
sorry.
I was dying.
It is Kid Sting. He looked like Kid Sting. He even had the fucking thing like Kid Sting. So I'm sorry. Like, it reminded me.
It was just.
Yeah. He just had his skull thingy. Yeah, exactly. He just it reminded me of what's it called? Not Teen Titans, but the one on DC.
Majin Buu and Kid Buu.
Oh, you could do that too. But I was thinking about like Flash and Kid Flash. Like, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh, Kid Sting. So no, but it was a good match. And Sting for how old is he now? 50-something? 52?
He's 62.
62? For 62, he was moving pretty damn well.
I was saying that he was 68. They were yelling at me.
But I'm saying for 62,
he looks good.
He's moving 50 times better than the Undertaker ever did in the past 5 years. He looked great. He looked great compared to 62, bro.
Completely
62.
True. Completely true.
And that's not to shit on the Undertaker. But I just think, honestly speaking, the thing is, he's been away from the ring for much longer, so he's had time to like actually build his base. Because remember, when they introduced him the first time, he must have been training this whole fucking time, and it's more of a fresh body than the Undertaker's is. Let's be real. Like, Undertaker was working those schedules and then came back to part-timing maybe once or twice a year and a lot of that stuff. But like, his body looks way more fresh than 50-something-year-old Undertaker. And again,
should have got a tan.
Yeah, maybe, but you got to keep that white powdered look. You got to keep that Sting look. Can't get too tanned. Why are you laughing so hard? I'm just saying.
That was funny, the white powder.
I said the white powdered look. He wasn't that white powdered, and not at all. He had a regular complexion. But I'm just saying, like, overall, like, he was moving really well. I think he even did a fucking dive at one point.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Right? Exactly.
Off of the stage, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I just enjoyed seeing him moving really well. More than anything,
he did a lot more than I thought he was gonna do. He took some bumps. Yeah, he didn't look like Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard,
no, not at all.
Tully Blanchard didn't look bad, but Tully Blanchard looked like he hasn't wrestled in 20 years. So
yeah, exactly.
It's understandable. So Sting still looked good. Sting still looked like Sting.
He was moving around.
It wasn't much of a surprise, but it was a surprise.
No. It was the same basic stuff he used to do, but overall, like the fact that he could still do it at 62. Without much of an issue, like, and also not to play, not to say that Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page obviously were there helping him along and all that shit too, like, because he is an older chap, but still looked really good. And after that we had
it wasn't much carrying going on.
Not at all, which is what I really enjoyed. And
man, did you see when they threw Darby into the fans, into the crowd, into the other wrestling crowd? That was amazing.
Yeah, he's so little.
Like, you can just ragdoll him sometimes. He's
so little.
Like, I was not expecting that.
I'm just waiting for the time he goes and challenges for the AEW Championship and then gets just fucking snapdragon to hell by Kenny, just like dead on the back. Like, he needs to put on some weight. Like, just put on, like, I think he could put on like a good 10-15 pounds and he'd be much better off. Get close to you. There, let it. Do the hand trick. Ew, you're so ugly.
You can't see me.
Now pull back a little bit. You gotta do the hand trick. You gotta put your hand and pull it back. I'm telling you. And pull it back little by little. Keep going. There you go. You see, the hand trick works. So yeah, after that we
do it again.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. After that we had the I guess the co-main event. 3-way match for the AEW Championship. We had Kenny Omega defeating Orange Cassidy and Pac. Really good match. I enjoyed it.
Who did he pin again?
He pinned Cassidy. No, yeah, okay. He pinned Cassidy with a crucifix pin. Really good. There's a lot of times you thought each person was gonna win. Obviously, a lot of near falls.
Yeah.
A lot of fun though. Orange Cassidy keeps shining every time he gets the fucking chance. Puts on a very good show. Pac is Pac. He's a beast. We know he's an aerial beast. Yeah. He's a beast all around. That motherfucker is all around savage.
He's a bastard.
I know. I need to see him versus Ospreay when he gets healthy.
I need to see him against Christian. Like, I want to see him whoop Christian's ass.
And then, but yeah, really,
that's gonna happen.
I know. He's gonna fuck him.
Like, that's the type of those two styles don't mix for Christian.
Absolutely, yeah, not at all. And then afterwards,
how do you feel about? Or no,
we had a Stadium Stampede match. Stadium Stampede match. Inner Circle one.
The one that I thought was for a championship last week.
Wait, what?
So the one I thought was for a championship last week.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't think it was for a championship. I said it was for a championship last week. I said the Stadium Stampede Championship.
Championship.
That's what I said. That's what I said last week.
They should have like a little stadium, like little thing.
A trophy for this?
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
It's gonna be like Yano's trophy.
Yeah, it'll be a little one.
That gets broken.
But like a little stadium. Yeah, like a little stadium. It's like I don't know. So
That'd be dope.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. It was short. It was shorter than last year, which I understand being that.
It was half an hour.
It was?
Yeah. It felt shorter. Yeah,
it had less spots. It had way less spots.
I think that's what it is.
Less memorable spots, other than Tully and the FTR being in the bar in a discotheque. They were in a discotheque and they were all like posing and waiting for them to come in.
Just fucking power slam the bleeding guy. What's his name? MJF. Yeah, into the. I thought he was gonna throw him off. Like I would have been like, "Oh, you should have." But anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still watching it here. But either way,
like, I don't know why.
It was, I'm looking at it at 31 minutes. Maybe you just weren't paying attention that much by then, and then like I was just shooting the shit, and then you're just like, "Oh, it finished."
It was a little bit of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of that.
But we were all interested.
Huh? You were all interested?
So, but we were all interested. Yeah, because it was
having a good time.
That too. And shit, we were in Legends. It was me, E, Tev was there. Everybody was there except for you. We were right by the Jobber Tears and everybody. Who was there? Tasha Faye was there. Nice. And Casey Navarro. He was there too.
Nice.
Yeah, we was next to the Impact Knockout Champion. One of the tag team champions.
Oh, they won it back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. That's right.
At Under Siege they did.
That's it for Double or Nothing. What do you rate Double or Nothing? I give it like a 7 out of 10.
For it to be the first, I get 7, maybe an 8. Remember, this is our first thing back with live crowd, like a full live crowd.
Fair enough. 7.5 still for me. I won't go lower than that though.
Okay, because we got to remember, like, a good base. The problem that AEW usually always has is the closing match, or the closing moments of the match, which is the closing moments of the pay-per-view. They didn't have that fuck up this time.
True, but I don't think this should have been the main event. I don't think this should have closed the show. That's my main issue with it.
You got to remember, last year it was a fully taped bit. Remember?
No,
last year So last year was a fully taped bit, and it was crowd interaction this year. Like this is a match that came. This is a match that came out of nowhere, and that's a part of why it felt so short, is because we had those crowd interaction moments. Like they were coming back in, like the moments that we got last year, we didn't get this year because of that. Like we didn't get the them coming back into the arena. We didn't get them. Well, we got that, but we didn't get everybody. We just had the 30 pin.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, we only got 2 people doing that, and then whatever. We didn't get like that pool segment that we got last year. Like certain things changed a bit, which is not bad, but
it's not.
Even with like the surprise of Mark Henry, which I guess that still counts part of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it is.
I give that an 8, a high 8. Maybe it could be 8.5.
Okay, so if I'm at 7.5, you're at 8.5. We give it an 8 overall. Then it's average down, or I mean, just not average down, average overall. So it's not bad overall. And the funny thing is, I was watching it. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't care. Nobody has a mask on. Like I'm just like. I'm pretty sure everybody there is vaccinated, though. I'm not going to lie. That's most likely the case. I'm a
majority.
Yeah.
Majority
practically everybody probably should be vaccinated at that point. So, but yeah, I mean, it was still very cool to watch the pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view for the first time in a long time with a crowd, and it was a lot of fun.
Actual people.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not only wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Like the wrestlers was cool and all, but we didn't see much of them. Like it was just that spot with Darby.
Yeah.
Like other than that, we didn't see too much of the crowd of the wrestlers being in the crowd. We saw the real crowd.
Yep. But yeah, that's it for Double or Nothing. So we could probably move on to Dominion in Osaka. So remember how we were talking last week, like half an hour about New Japan and what they're gonna do? So apparently, Wrestle Grand Slam never happened.
No, it did not.
And I went to the results page and I'm like, okay, the latest date says Wednesday, May 26th. I know it's supposed to be Saturday the 29th. What happened? Then I just go to results. That's the latest one. And then I go to schedule and I'm just like, oh, it never happened. They just completely cut the shit.
They rescheduled some stuff. Stuff too. I think they pushed back.
Yeah.
They pushed back Dominion. Japan was in a state of emergency.
Dominion is still next week.
Next week? So, okay, next Monday.
Okay. No. I'm sorry. The 7th. Oh shit, it is. Why are you doing it on a Monday?
Yeah, we gotta wake up for this. But there's no match. There's no title match.
Okay, so I remember you said that, and I told you that's not true because if you're gonna, it's exactly what I said last time. You get the runner-up, and you get the challenger. So the matches we have for Dominion in Osaka are, as of right now, is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Yo challenging against El Desperado. After that, we have a special singles match between Kota Ibushi and Jeff Cobb, which should be.
That's going to be telling as well because Kota Ibushi is a former champion. Exactly. That's going to mean a lot.
Yeah.
That match is going to mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And
then the match really prior. Okada versus Shingo is the other match that's happening.
For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That's the other match.
Yeah, I see that on.
And that's what I told you. That was gonna be the thing because if they weren't gonna do, because it made no sense to actually have that pay-per-view or have that match on that pay-per-view at Wrestle Grand Slam if Dominion was literally 10 days after, a week later, 9 or 10 days later. So it made no sense. It's like just save that match for the vacated championship. I'm assuming we might see a tag team championship match somewhere, depending. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna see some tag matches. Let's not pretend we're not.
We're gonna see 3 more tag. This is the card, and then 3 other tag matches.
Nah, I would see them going with the Never Openweight Championship as well. He has to defend this championship. Jay White. I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing. Maybe against Ishii or Suzuki.
Is he still quarantining?
He should be done by that point.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Okay. Yeah. He should be done by that point because I think he went to quarantine like about a week ago. So, yeah.
I knew that was going to happen.
I don't know.
We just can't say certain things as New Yorkers anymore.
This is a fucking thing. And I hate that fucking song, by the way, but it's just, either way.
I like it, but I hate what it has done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all technical with it.
So I don't know probably gonna see the Never Openweight. We might see the Never Openweight 6-man tag team. Hopefully, like that should be a thing. And we should at least see.
Maybe the other titles mean something. Yes, the Never Openweight is a title that needs to mean something.
It needs to mean something because I mean it's not the second belt really, but it kind of is now because it's open weight, so it really that should be. I mean,
it's open to anybody at this
exactly.
Point, yeah.
Because the let's be honest, the United States Championship is still with Jon Moxley here in the U.S., so it's not like you can go over
in
there,
the US,
then quarantine, and then this and that. So that's not going to be.
They need to do something. They need to do something with the strong title.
I put it on the show too. Put it on the show. I don't see a reason why not.
It's on Fridays. I don't know if they had a title match for it yet, but yes, it's following you. The camera is following you.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to center it. There you go. It's fucking annoying. Because if I look down too much, it's gonna be like, oh, his eyes are looking down, so it's gonna be like that, and then it's gonna go up. And then it's gonna go to the right. If I go too far to the right, watch. You see? Now there's Batman. See? And then it goes back. So you see? But yeah, I think it should be a very interesting. I hope to see the Never Openweight Championship defended. I hope to see the 6-man Openweight Championship defended as well. Maybe the tag team. The Minions should be all championship matches. That's what it should be, depending on who's available. Hopefully, everybody's available. And 1 or 2 tag matches in between.
Everybody except for Moxley.
Yeah.
That's really about it.
I wish Japan would get their shit together with certain things, especially like with the vaccines, because guys, come on. But that goes without saying, the U.S. is hogging all the vaccines, so let's not pretend that's not happening either. So let's just pretend that's not happening.
Yeah.
But yeah,
secrets.
Let's just pretend that that's not happening, but it is happening. So yeah.
I said secrets.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's all we got for those two.
I want to talk about Buff Bagwell.
Oh yeah, he went to jail because he got arrested for like 17 different counts.
Yo, he has mad counts of something open.
It's a lot of counts. Damn.
Reckless endangerment.
It's like 4 counts of reckless endangerment in itself. Like I was just like, what the fuck were you doing, dude? Like,
okay, so it says, according to Wrestle Inc., Bagwell was arrested and charged with misdemeanor driving under the influence of drugs, misdemeanor open container violation, 4 misdemeanor charges of hit and run, misdemeanor speeding, misdemeanor failing to yield while entering intersection, misdemeanor driving, false name, misdemeanor giving false name or address or birth date to law enforcement officer. 3 charges of following too closely. Misdemeanor reckless driving within a gore or median or emergency lane. Misdemeanor duty upon straight. Okay, it's a whole bunch of misdemeanors, my guy.
No, yeah, I mean, so
he's gonna get caught. Something is gonna stick. Something that's a lot.
One of them has to stick, and he's probably gonna end up doing like community service, like 6 months.
Like 2
months.
Yeah, 2 years the most.
I don't see. I mean, it's not like he had guns.
I mean, it's misdemeanor, is DUI,
whatever. I was gonna say something, driving, but then it's gonna be seen as racist, so forget it. But still,
I know.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah. That's it.
He'll get off, and Booker T would not.
Exactly.
It's a lot. He gave the wrong information to an officer. It's a hit and run.
I could see the hit and run sticking, the misinformation, misdemeanor, reckless endangerment as well.
Driving on the wrong side of the roadway, misdemeanor license to be carried.
Reckless endangerment, yeah.
On the wrong side of the road, though?
I could say at least 5 of them will stick.
On the wrong side of the road. And
he'll still probably get only 6 months to a year with fucking community service. At least he did. I'm surprised, and this is my crazy shit about this is, I'm surprised that didn't happen in New Orleans with him when we saw him.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
right?
When we saw
Right? Yeah, I have that video. So
he was looking a little rough. Who's to say it didn't happen that weekend?
Exactly. We just don't know about it.
And yeah.
Like, it's about Bagwell. You can go.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
You're buff and you have this stuff? Okay.
All right, gotcha. Yeah, 1 match in WWE, and they were just like, no. Anyway,
and then they throw him out of the whole damn arena. That was so foul.
That was crazy.
Man.
Anything else before we?
No, sir. Not that I can think of.
Wow.
How do we feel about Mark Henry being?
Surprised the shit out of me. I knew he was signing for something. I thought because he wasn't training, but he was back in some sort of training, and I remember reading up about that in articles and whatever.
Talking about his shape a lot, yeah.
So I didn't read into it as much, but I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's back into training, and he was like, he said that he was training other people too, and that he had some things lined up. I was like, oh, he might be coming back to WWE as a trainer, blah blah. Nope.
Yeah, I thought
it's a good look because now he's a commentator as well, and he's a coach. So like
he's gonna be a commentator for Rampage.
Yeah. So it's really nice to see both the Big Show and Mark Henry in those type of roles, like those mentorship roles. They have between them, they have like 40 to 50 years in the business. That's unlimited experience. Then you have Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. You have fucking Christopher Daniels. You have over like 200 years of wrestling experience under one roof. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. Like, it's a lot. The Young Bucks, like, it's a lot of, that's so much fucking knowledge.
And you have a lot of WWE moments there too as well.
Yeah. Chris Jericho. How the fuck can I forget about Chris Jericho? Fucking Chris Jericho. Yeah, it's Dina like Malenko, they're doing a great thing with sign. People might see it like, oh, you know, it's just because they're not with WWE. No, it's amazing legacy signings because of the fact that they could bring so much more to the table in terms of both analysis and commentating and coaching for these new up and coming stars that, you know, that you mainly only see in NXT. You don't see that on main roster. And obviously they'll be like on Rampage and they'll be on AEW Dark or whatever and Elevation. So you'll see them on that. But for the most part, at least they're getting that. They've built a very, very robust and great coaching squad, which is something that can almost pretty much rival WWE's like Performance Center.
You see? Yeah. Only thing is AEW just doesn't have that one facility or that one specific place. Like everybody's all scattered around. Like,
because you have the
Dustin is in Texas.
You have a bunch
which is in Georgia. That's in Georgia.
Exactly.
That's somewhere in Georgia. Dustin's gym is in Texas somewhere. Matt Hardy has he doesn't really have a gym. He just has the ring in his yard. So it's like,
which is still a thing, but that's up in North Carolina.
Yeah. Exactly. So, everybody is so spread out, which is good, but they need that one facility. They need a
centralized location.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they got lucky. They got lucky with the pandemic having Daly's place. They got so lucky with that.
Absolutely.
Because and even really before that, they were using the Nightmare Factory location.
Yeah.
Like those couple of tapings that were weird last year, but it was still kind of cool. You could tell that they were on a field somewhere. Mm-hmm. I thought they was on Jaguar Stadium's field, but no, they were not. They were in the Nightmare Factory.
Yep.
Like, so.
I mean, I think that's the one thing they got
really lucky.
Get that consolidation, make that and I'm pretty sure it's in the cards. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's there. I'm pretty sure they're looking into it, seeing what kind of if they're gonna build a building, if they're gonna rent one, if they're gonna buy one out flat out. That's already pre-made, but that's already there. A warehouse that they could something like so. Yeah, it's they're gonna get there for sure. But they have a great squad. They have a great coaching team right now, and you're only gonna see these people getting better. Honestly, like that's all that's gonna happen, and that's something I'm happy about. That a lot of people don't really think about in terms of wrestling, like why this product is good. Like that's why you see New Japan. Why is their wrestling so good? The dojo, the LA dojo, like those things have a huge part. You see the Young Lions don't partake for years, and they're at ringside. They're the help. They're the people that get their asses whooped and somebody's pissed off. Like,
and like Lance Archer used to run through all of them.
He used to fuck them all up. So like, and then now you start getting that exposure. Like a John Moxley takes you under his wing and shit like that. Like, you know, it's things like that start elevating you little by little. And on top of that, New Japan Strong, now that they have their own thing. So just building that base. Laying that groundwork is what's important, and I think that's what AEW is getting right off the bat. Obviously, they're taking some hints from WWE, from New Japan, from Impact, because from everywhere, from Ring of Honor, obviously, because you have the dojo with Cheeseburger and all that shit. So like, it's a lot of, and that's where it comes in. A lot of the wrestling knowledge and experience is all culminating all into one thing, and it's just gonna get better, and I'm happy to see that. So. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I want to go play some
Really? That's it? Nothing more? Nothing more? I still don't understand why people were mad at Cody. I still don't understand that. Even at the bar, I mentioned that.
Don't. Just don't try to rationalize it, because you're gonna get an aneurysm if you try. And
you think too hard.
Not, you know, like,
you know what it is. I'm used to being able to see the other side of somebody's.
There is no other side.
I was going to say somebody's bullshit, but
no,
I don't understand why people are mad because he said the kid was going to be black and white, and
people just want something to complain about. That's it. Yeah. There's nothing else besides that, and that's all it has to be. You could either be with it or you're not with it. That's it.
You can get with this or you can get with whatever the fuck you want to get with, because we don't care.
So, with that being said, that's the end of the podcast, because we don't give a shit.
One last question, though.
Come on. One last question.
So yeah, out of all the people that we thought it was gonna be, who are you most let down about it? The surprise being, like, if it wasn't Lio Rush, who did you really, really want it to be?
I didn't care.
Well, think it was gonna be. Okay, I didn't think so. We didn't talk about that last week. All right, so well, that is the show.
Yeah, it is the show. No, I honestly didn't care, because for me, look what happened. If I was excited, if I thought it was gonna be a Lio Rush, and look what happened, I was super disappointed. I've been like, man, fuck you. So, you know,
fucking Wilkins was saying Ryback.
All right. With that being said, that's that. You should have put him in a fucking. You should have put him in a fucking.
The fucking shouldn't be.
Yeah, you should have put him in a guillotine setting. You should have been like, yo. You should have told fucking Tab, yo, go fucking handle that. Fucking strong man, fucking big spoon. Show him what it means to be a little spoon. Anyways. That being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _Mr. Alex25 _ the guy on the other side at mean mugging ass.
NU _KEWLA.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. On Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. Yep. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Transistor FM, and Stitcher. I always rearrange the fucking things there. And also click on our Linktree link in the description below. On if you're on YouTube, it'll take you to everything. Eye Pokes and Head Chokes, including our merch sites,
in the bio.
Threadless, in the bio. Redbubble, and Teespring. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend. And to all the fallen soldiers and veterans and this and that, thank you for your services. And we wouldn't be here without you guys today. So
yes,
we are much appreciated, and we will remember you. And so everybody,
did you see Cody's jacket last night?
No. Oh yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's only one night only. It's only one night.
I mean, but it was awesome.
But it was
it was awesome.
Amazing. We were that shit blew up Legends last night.
Yeah, that shit was legit.
Dope.
But yeah, man.
Jacket.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys later. Deuces.